If you hear the words, "I want to die," immediately people buckle. People don't know how to react. People don't know what that means. People think that you're attention seeking. People assume something that isn't always the case. 4% of people in a Western civilization will go through some sort of mental illness, like depression, anxiety, OCD, etc., etc. And all of these can lead to suicide. All of these can lead to the feeling of wanting to die. As somebody that suffers with depression, I can tell you that when somebody says that they want to die, they mean it. They generally mean it. Does that make it a good decision? No. No, it doesn't. During my breakaway from YouTube, I hit a low that I don't think I've ever hit in my life before. When my dad died, I shut it out. I didn't let it affect me. I tried to make jokes with my friends, I tried to make jokes with my family, I tried to put on a happy face about it and pretend that it didn't bother me, but obviously deep down, it's gonna bother anyone. I was trying to ignore my depression, I was trying to ignore the negative thoughts going through my head, and it all built up, and one day I just crumbled. I've never once called the Samaritans, I've never done that ever until that day. And I've got to say that they do a brilliant job, and if you guys are ever in fucking trouble with your thoughts, if you feel like life is too much, if you feel like you want to die, please call Samaritans or please call another helpline where they can actually just speak to you, and speaking to somebody really does help. And if anyone is going through anything similar to what I've been through and what thousands, millions of other people are going through at this moment in time, if one of you guys are watching this video, just know that it gets better. It really does. Depression is like a tunnel. If you imagine yourself in this dark, gloomy place where there's nothing positive, there's no life growing inside it, there's no light in general, it gets dark and it gets lonely, and you don't know which direction you're meant to be walking in because it's pitch black. But if you find the path and you carry on walking straight, eventually you'll find the light at the end of the tunnel. So for anyone that is stuck in that tunnel in their head at the moment and they're stuck in that dark place, you have to keep on going forwards, because a tunnel always finishes, it always ends, and you will see the light again eventually. Yeah, you may come across another tunnel later on in your life, but is it worth stopping? Is it worth standing still in that tunnel and then not giving yourself a chance to ever see light again? It's not worth it. It's really not. Unfortunately, my dad stopped in the middle of his tunnel. Everything got too much for him. He didn't see the light at the end and he just stopped. And now I'm never going to be able to ask him why. I'm never going to be able to try and help him. And it leaves such pain and such disarray for everybody that's left behind. I've tried to commit suicide before, and I'm so fucking thankful every single day that I'm breathing and I'm living and I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and I'm out there, that it just taught me never to take life for granted. The chances of you being born are impossible. If those are odds on a casino, you would not put any money on it. If you think about it, your mum had to meet your dad. They had to have sex on that exact day for that exact sperm to hit that exact egg. Not to make this into a sex education video, but when you procrastinate, that's not the right word. When you reproduce, more than one sperm comes out. Millions upon millions come out. So you're the first out of that, and the chance of even you doing that is nearly impossible. But to know that your mum had to meet your dad, and your grandma had to meet your granddad on both sides, and vice versa throughout the entire human race. Life is such a precious thing, and we should never take it for granted. No matter what's getting you down, if you're being bullied in school, fuck the bullies. I can truthfully say right now that every kid that ever bullied me in school is doing nothing with their lives. They're stuck, they're either addicted to drugs or they're claiming benefits and jobless. Those aren't aspirations that you want to have. You want to aspire to be the best person that you can be. So don't let these people get you down, because I know that they will fail more than you. Self-belief is a massive thing. Self-belief is a huge thing. If somebody tells you that you can't do something, they're not putting boundaries on you, they're showing you the boundaries that they have for themselves. I was told when I first started making YouTube videos that I'd never get to 10,000 views. I was told that I'd never have this as a job. I was never told I was always told that it was stupid and I was going to fail. And I know that I'm not uploading consistently, and I know that my views have dropped, but that does not take away from the fact of what I've built myself and what you guys have given me and what I've given you in return. Never give up. Never ever give up. You're not alone if you have depression. You're not alone if you have anxiety, no matter how much you feel that. There are people out there who are going through exactly the same thing. And you need to speak about it. Don't let it stay up, boil inside you, because it's not healthy. Speak to your parents, speak to a teacher, speak to a friend, speak to somebody, because I can promise you it helps. I want to die. It's something that I've thought, and it's something that I'm very happy that I did not follow through. And I hope and pray that you guys don't do the same. I hope and pray that you guys prosper and you're happy and you carry on living, because eventually it will be worth it. And I can promise you that.